Welcome to Living to Let Go, space where we embrace our mortality to discover a truly intentional life. Here we explore life and death, the peace that arises from detachment, and the magic of living with authenticity. Hi there. This is a special episode for me. This is actually my very first time recording in English. So, if this is your first time here, I am so glad you found this podcast. And if you've listened to previous episodes in Spanish, thank you truly for being part of my journey so far. I was born and raised speaking Spanish. It's the language of my heart, of my culture, my ancestors, and where this podcast actually began. So, why am I speaking in English now? So this is something I wanted to try as a way to challenge myself, to grow, to practice speaking in another language, and to see if the reflections I share in Spanish might also resonate with people who don't speak it, but who feel connected to these deeper questions about life, death, and letting go. So here I am, accent and all, showing up in a new language, but with the same voice, the same soul. I believe authenticity isn't about sounding perfect. It's about telling the truth. And the truth is, death is part of life. And talking about it might just help us live more fully. So let's begin. In this first English episode, I want to talk about something that's always been at the core of this podcast. Death and the emotions we feel when we face it. So this episode title is You're Going to Die? Here's why that's beautiful. And yes, I know it sounds dramatic. But yes, you are going to die. And that isn't bad news at all. In fact, it might be the best reminder you'll hear today. From the moment we're born, there's one thing we all know, even if we don't like talking about that. One day, this too will end. And in many cultures, including the one I come from, death is seen as something we avoid or fear or even hide. But the more I've allowed myself to look at it, to sit with it, to really feel it, the more I've found that death isn't the enemy. It's actually a great teacher. And I still remember the first time I did a meditation that asked me to imagine my own death. Honestly, it wasn't easy at all. Remember my chest feeling tight. I wanted to cry. I even felt kind of silly doing that. But slowly, something opened. A sense of peace, a clarity. So that was the moment I started living differently, more intentionally, with fewer masks, with more love, with less fear. There's an author I deeply admire. Her name is Anita Moorjani. She had a near-death experience after a long illness, and what she shared when she came back completely changed the way I see life and death. She said that in the moment of her death, she felt completely free. She felt full of love and finally able to see herself without judgment. She realized that she had spent so much of her life trying to be what others expected, instead of simply being herself, living with authenticity, owning her truth. So that story hit me hard, because I think many of us are afraid of dying, yes, but what we're actually afraid of is not having lived as ourselves. So, I want to offer you a small practice. If you can, and it's safe for you to do so, please close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Now imagine you're near the end of your life and you're looking back. What do you wish you had done more of? Who do you wish you had been? And what still feels real and deep and true for you? And just notice what comes up. No need to judge. Now take a final deep breath and reconnect to the present moment and with your body. So this exercise is not about being morbid. It's actually about being honest. It's about realizing that this life is precious and that facing our own mortality might be the most powerful way to wake up to it. So I hope that you have found this reflection powerful and beautiful. I hope that you see now the beauty in thinking about our own mortality. And if this reflection stirred something in you, I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to my voice with accent and all. And thank you for giving space to your own truth. We were born to die. But in the space between those two moments, we get to choose how do we want to live? Whom do you want to be? And today, you have that opportunity to really think, whom do you want to be today? Do you want to live connected with your authenticity and your purpose? Or do you want to keep living to fulfill other people's dream, to fulfill other people's expectations of you? So I am so excited to keep sharing these conversations in English, in Spanish, and in the universal language of honesty and love. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love if you share it, left a review, or simply reach out to let me know how it landed for you. So until next time, thank you for being here, and remember, live with intention, love fully, be honest with yourself, and please don't be afraid to let go. Until next time.